Okay guys, quick little deal. If you're not coming up this weekend, I'll kind of let you know what was going down. We just tied this up. So we went ahead and trimmed all that stuff out, as we said. So all this stuff was recut. We went ahead and cut all this as well. The paint that we matched, this color, was, I mean, just dead on, almost exact. It was perfect. So that gallon is left in the laundry room for any more exterior stuff that you guys might have in the future. That was your only material that we had to buy for this little run of stuff. So I went ahead all the way down. We even did this guy right here. It's just a shadow. That's why it looks like it's different. I don't have the other color. I would have done that because we don't want to do that in trim. Did the outside of this guy all the way down inside as well. So wiped it down with thinner first and got rid of a lot of the stain, and there we go. So that is done. And that brings us, so that was one of the things there, a couple hours to do that, if that, maybe an hour. So front door. So it is drying right now, so it does have some, let me shut it so you don't have that weird light. So front door came out really good, matches and everything. Very tough, sanded, wood conditioner, let it dry, sanded it again. It's still a little blotchy in places because it is still wet. So if it doesn't unblotch on any of our small little spots that you probably won't even notice, I can just see some wet spots like in the bottoms or some finger in here and stuff. But we'll let that dry completely, because if you try to sand it, it'll gum. But I think it'll actually dry in. This stuff was just done today. Most of it was done a day or two ago. Very problematic because it's oak and the materials we used weren't exactly the easiest thing to do. So we went ahead, did all the inside of the jambs, sanded by hand, all the outsides, all the jambs were done. We went ahead and did the inside of this jam as specified on our work order that we walked through. So this guy too. Again, it needs to dry. Oak is very tough to stain because some areas are just super hard and won't take it, and some will. So we'll let this dry. We'll give it like a week or so, and if it's something that we want to give a quick coat, it'll be less than an hour, and it won't even be a big deal. But I do want to let it dry. It's taken 2 coats of stain, 1 coat of wood conditioner, and it has been sanded once, cleaned, steel wool between coats. Very problematic. So it looks really good. This camera doesn't look as good as I am looking at it, so that should be that. This door, we went ahead, did that inside edge, so it looks all professional. I don't want to get too far out here and track in any sap, so did the outside edges. Obviously all that white stuff's from drywall, that's not from us on the hinges, but we did, primed it in, did this. Figured what we'd do is on this edge, here's that door. Woohoo! Still drying as well because I did another coat on everything today. On this inside edge, we figure what we do is we'd match that so that it looks really nice. So we shut and lock. This door is done. Czech Bakery. And it kind of looks a little different in the light. So that guy is done. That was time consuming, but not that problematic. Okay, so except for sweeping in here, I had drop cloths everywhere. So any of this paint stuff you guys see, if it still remains when you guys get in, was from that piece of plastic that you guys put up in the door. So I wasn't painting in here. This door came out really good. Still real pain in the butt, but look how close those colors are. So it came out really nice. So that's a good thing. As done, as we said, we went ahead and stained that face side of it, and this side was primed twice, painted 3 times. So underneath the door as well, I just did primer. I did 2 coats of that primer underneath the door too, so it shouldn't be able to wick any water. This one was tough just because it was furry. No matter how many times I sanded it, the primer wanted to bring it back, but I think it looks really good. it should, please don't lock me out, came out really nice. So it should be what it is. So it looks pretty good. Again, let me lock this guy real quick. All materials are in the laundry room. So all materials are in the laundry room. The only other thing was, well, yeah, I cut the stripping and the extra glue and so forth out of the doors, or out of the windows of this door. So yeah, I still see it drying. It's just it'll probably take a good solid week. But what we'll do is I'll just pop back next week. I'm right down the street again, and I'll make sure. I did take all the hinges off on this guy, so that underneath those squares you have stains, so it's not white under there. But you know, we'll give it a couple days. We'll see how it dries, and then we can still wool and rub any areas that might need to. Just a very problematic stain onto oak, because this door is solid, and it is like trying to stain concrete. You get brush marks, you get stuff everywhere, and you try to rub it in, you get towel marks. So I do think it came out really good. I also do think that we need to let it breathe for a minute and see what it looks like. So if I keep coating it, it will eventually weigh so much it falls off the door handle. So hopefully this finds you guys both well. I'll send you over an invoice. I think with materials, it was only like 25, 30 bucks, and your labor was around 250 to 260 or so. So I was just going to send you an invoice for $300 and call it even. I spent a little more time here than that, but it's really not a big deal. But a lot of the materials we kind of already had. So everything is looking good here. We finally got here. So awesome. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.